if you're going to a Spanish-speaking country anytime soon, you will come across somebody who speaks zero English, okay? But don't worry, I got you. I came up with a list of basically survival questions you'll need to know when you come across a situation like this. Número uno. Let's set the scene. You walk into a supermarket and you're looking for the fruit and you can't find it. So you walk up to a cashier and ask them, hey, can you tell me where the fruit is? And they say, la fruta está en el pasillo 5. But you didn't hear them. So you can say, le importe repetirla por favor, which means, can you repeat that please? So you saying that prevents you from being like, huh? It's much more formal, it's, you know, easy to remember, and they'll be able to repeat it again and you know which aisle it's in, okay? So you're at your hotel and you walk up to the front desk receptionist and you say, hey, could you tell me where this cafe is? I heard about it on TikTok, but I'm not sure where it is. And they tell you the name of the street it's on. But you don't really know, because their accent is so thick, you don't really know what that street is. So you can ask them, Prodia del Tremelo. Can you spell that for me? So if they spell that down for you and write it down for you, then you can, you know, visualize that when you're walking around the neighborhood looking for the cafe. Okay, this is another way to ask somebody a question to get a bit more clarification. And then, you know, you're working on your pronunciation. Número 3. In the same situation, if you want them to actually write that down on them, you can also say, podría escribírmelo. So you're walking into a really nice market of all types of things, from home decor, nice little knickknacks and souvenirs to take home, and flowers. But somebody told you that you need to come to this market to try the best tacos in town. So you need to find that out, okay? So what you can do if you are meeting somebody who you need to ask them this question, but you truly don't know how to ask them in Spanish, one of the things that you could say is, hay alguien que hable inglés. Let's face it, there will be a time where you truly, if your vocabulary and your conversational Spanish is very limited, you will need to find somebody that speaks English. There will just be conversations where you speak in Spanish, the little Spanish you know is just not going to be feasible. So if you know how to ask somebody, does somebody know how to speak English? Boo, somebody could be like, okay, let's find you somebody. Let's get to the bottom of this. Most likely people are going to be very helpful. You're not really going to come across somebody. It's like, oh no, I'm not about to find nobody for you. They're going to want to help you. So learn how to ask somebody, does somebody know how to speak English? Super helpful. Número 5. You're at a restaurant, you're reading the menu, you're excited to eat, and you're reading the ingredients on what's in this dishes on the menu. But you're a little confused by a word. So you can call the waiter on and ask them, ¿Qué significa esta palabra? This is a good question to understand if you know a good amount of Spanish to kind of like get through the day, get through whatever the mission is, but you are just stuck on one little word. Don't know how to ask this instead of, can you read this whole thing to me because I don't understand any of this? Like if you know a good amount of stuff and you could just point out a word that you don't understand, baby, you're going to help somebody who don't know that much English so much. I'm telling you. Número 6. Okay, say the same waiter does tell you the word, but you're still a little bit confused. Another thing you could say is, como dice? This can kind of like, maybe when you say this, maybe they could be like, okay, maybe they don't understand, so let me tell it to them in a different way. Let me try to give them another explanation. This one is also super important. This is also kind of like, le importa repetirlo, kind of giving that, you know, signal that you don't really understand, or you can repeat them. Like, it's just another way to say it. So learn how to say that as well. Número 6. All right, say you're on a tour and the guide is speaking in Spanish. You know a bit of Spanish, you know, you're pretty good at this point, but they're speaking a little too fast. One thing that you could say is, podría hablar más despacio. If you do this, then this is going to help you if you are somebody who has like a problem with listening, which is my problem. Like, you could talk to me in Spanish, but baby, talk to me like I'm a toddler. Like, sound out your vowels, boo. Don't be that person that's speaking too fast. Okay, I ain't with you just yet. We still learning. We still getting there, okay?